It's been 3 days since 20-year-old Sara Hougon was fatally shot in her La Crosse apartment. Today we got our first chance to talk to police about the investigation. Newsday's Jenna Traum joins us live in our studio with the latest information.
Mark, when it comes to revealing the findings of their investigation, police have to be very careful. They don't want something out in the open that could jeopardize the investigation. But one thing they did tell us today is right now there are no suspects in her death. Captain Jason Melby says he knows Sara Hougon's family and friends want answers.
We've got people literally working around the clock, running down different aspects of this crime, and in hopes that we can provide, some level of closure for the family and those who were near and dear to her.
But they're going to have to be patient.
La Crosse isn't like the television shows, where we come across evidence or we come across some information, we plug it into a computer, and 5 minutes later we have an answer. La Crosse, we have our evidence and information packaged up and sent to the crime lab in Madison, for example. And sometimes it'll take days, even weeks, to get that information back.
Here's what we do know. Hougon's death is being investigated as a homicide. She called 911 at around 4:20 Monday afternoon after being shot in her apartment. She later died in the hospital. So who killed Sara Hougon? Melby says not only are there no suspects in custody, there are no suspects at all.
At this point in time, we don't have anybody specifically that we have got a focus on. If that's what you're asking, we are exploring all kinds of different aspects and people who were involved in Sara's life.
Police aren't commenting on whether this was a random act of violence or if Hougon was targeted. Should people in the community be worried? Is there a threat to the community you're worried about?
Anytime somebody in the La Crosse area kills another individual, we at the police department have concern, and we would expect the public to have concern in that area as well.
Police say right now they do not know whether Hougon was alone when she made that 911 call. We put in a request for a recording of that phone call, but the La Crosse County Emergency Services denied that request today, citing the ongoing investigation and respecting the privacy of Hougon and her family.
All right, thank you, Jenna. Police still do not know whether a drive-by shooting on Island Street that same afternoon was related to Hougon's shooting. Anyone with information on either of these shootings is asked to contact the La Crosse Police at 785-5962.